Good afternoon,
How you
everyone.
doing? Nice of you to show up. Oh, excuse me. I was saying it was nice of Jenna Fryer to show up here at the media room.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. My name is John Olguin, and I'm the head of marketing and communications for Chip's race teams. And earlier today, we made the announcement that Tyler Reddick would be racing in the NASCAR XFINITY series for us, sharing the number 42 Chevy Camaro with Kyle Larson. So I have obviously Chip Ganassi and Tyler Reddick here. So I'll start with you, Chip. Why Tyler?
Thanks, John. Morning, everybody. We just, we met Tyler, and the first thing I did was I asked Kyle Larson about him, and they raced together in California in dirt late models and go-karts and sort of came up together. And Larson lit up when I asked him about Tyler Reddick. He said, yeah, he goes, that kid's a good kid. So one thing led to another, of course, and here we are today. So we're pretty excited. Tyler's going to be, as John said, sharing the car with Kyle in the Xfinity Series next year. As a young guy, deserves a shot, and we'd like to give it to him. And he's had a nice career in truck so far. As the next, so this is obviously the next logical step. Driving schedule is going to be, 18 to 22 races or something like that. We still have a relationship with Justin Marks. I think you'll still see Marks around our team. Obviously, with his win at Mid-Ohio, that was good. And we have some sponsorship announcements coming up in the next couple of weeks. I think you'll hear about. And so that's really what we're here to talk about today. Thank you.
Tyler, how does it feel?
It feels great. Really appreciate the opportunity that the Chip's given me, that all my family has done to get me in this position today. They've helped a lot, and this is definitely something that I couldn't have done on my own. So really thankful to my family, really thankful to Chip and all of his guys for giving me the opportunity to be here. And as Chip said, I've grew up racing against Kyle, so I'm really looking forward to getting to work with him again, getting to work with McMurray, Marks, and Brennan Poole as well. So a lot of good guys, a lot of good people I'll be able to take a lot of good information from, not only the drivers, but there's a lot of good people I'm looking forward to working with the crew chief and those guys. Really gonna be a lot of learning these next couple months, a lot of getting to know all the guys that put in a lot of hard work and effort back at the shop, and the guys that go on the road and rough it out all year long. So a lot of good people involved, and we got one more race here left in Miami, then we're going to have the off season to prepare and get ready for next year.
Cool. We'll open it up to questions. Lee, you start.
Chip, what did you see in Tyler initially that thought you would fit well into the Chip Ganassi racing family?
That's a good question, Lee. I would say it's probably, along with having the talent, I think, he had the right attitude and the right look in his eye and the right, sort of approach to how he approaches where he's at, what he wants to do, and how he wants to get there. I think to put it, everybody at this level of racing has the talent. Have shown the talent at one time or another. So many other things you need to come along to be a part of a team that I think a lot of young people miss. You can't get here on talent alone, or you have to have the whole package. And it's not talent, it's not money, it's not attitude, it's not able to speak, it's not this, it's not that, it's everything. It's everything. So I think it was, mostly with me, it was the attitude and the heart. Yeah.
Kenny?
Kenny Bruce with NASCAR.com. Chip, why not put him in a full-time ride? I mean, why is it a partial schedule? Obviously, you have to have sponsorship and stuff like that. But would a full-time ride be more beneficial, or is there not enough difference?
I think for sure a full-time ride would be more beneficial, and I'd like to do that. I mean, obviously, we don't have a spot for that. I mean, we don't have a spot for that, and I think, I think he's better off with me personally, I think he's better off with a part-time program with a team like ours as opposed to a full-time program with a lesser team. So that's the short answer, yeah.
So does Kyle need to be in the 42?
Does Kyle need to be in the 42? That damn kid needs to be racing all the time. So yeah, he needs to be in the 42, the 52, the 62, the this, that, you know, he needs to be in a lot of cars, yeah. Yeah.
Any other, Alan?
Chip, just while we have you here, we just heard from Tony Stewart. As someone who has seen all sorts of drivers and all sorts of series for decades, can you put Tony Stewart into perspective in racing history?
He drove for us at Indy one day, did a great job. And I you know, you know, you get involved in this business and you meet people along the way, and I'm just sorry we didn't work harder to do more with him as a driver with our team, you know. And he, obviously the opportunity didn't present itself, you know, from time to time, but did an outstanding job, and I think had a real shot at the Indy 500 that day, and we just had a bad pit stop and couldn't get him out of the pits, and that was the end of the day. But did a great job for us on, and you know, it was kind of before, you know, that doing the double had all the excitement there, the interest from everybody that it has today. But I think it was 2001 when we did that, and you know, I'm just sorry we didn't work harder to have him around more. Yeah, it seems like it's 2001, and it just seems like it was a couple years ago, you know. Yeah.
Lee, did you have one? Oh, okay. Any other question? Yeah, back over.
Dustin, I'll be on the front stretch. Chip, what will Justin Mark's new role be on the team?
Yeah, I mean, I think you know, Justin's going to be, we'll be involved one way or another with Justin, and I think you know, he's trying to figure that out now himself and us, and you know, what he wants to do going forward, and I think you'll see him in the car in some sense or another. You know, obviously I'd like to defend our title at Mid-Ohio. That place seems to be good to our team, so yeah.
Mark Darrow, PRN. Chip, obviously your Cup team made a big step forward this year. Can you talk about that and how big a step it's going to be to get where you need to be?
Yeah, I think you know, I've said before, this business is like, you know, it's like laying bricks. You know, you lay them one at a time. It's not, you know, nobody's learned how to put 10 bricks up at a time yet, and that's what this business is like. You know, it's building a wall of bricks, and it's one at a time, and we're, you know, I think you know, if I had an unlimited budget, we could get there a lot faster. But I think our team's on pace to where we want to be, and what, you know, it's a matter of the people, it's a matter of the talent. Again, it's not unlike I was talking about earlier with Tyler. You know, it's everything. You got to have everything these days. In this sport, you got to have everything, and you know, on the track, off the track, you know, everything from the, you know, the PR department, the janitor. I don't mean to put the PR department down there with the janitor, but, or bring the janitor. I do mean to bring the janitor up to the PR department. Yes. And you know, you got to have everything, and you know, it's. I've often said before, I think the biggest problem today in the sport is not the drivers and the you know, the sponsorship, or it's people, it's talent, it's finding the people that want to work. This is a damn hard business to work in. You know, a lot of us in this room are happy that it's the end of the season, but we can get a breather here. And but it's something we all want to do. We're very passionate about, and but there's you know, it's a lot of work to be in this business. So I think the people are, you know, it's like pitchers in baseball. You know, there's more teams than there are good pitchers. There's more teams in this sport than there are good people to do the work and run on them. So we're fortunate to have good people. Finding those people and putting them together that fit well together to make up a team is a challenge.
Dustin?
Dustin Long, NBC Sports. Chip, with the Stewart-Haas racing moving over to Ford, obviously they have a close relationship with Hendrick Motorsports. You guys get engines from them. With that departure of Stewart-Haas, does that open up some opportunities for next season and beyond? Have a closer relationship with Hendrick Motorsports? You talk about trying to take advantage of everything, getting all these things. Is that something that could help elevate the program now? So.
Yeah, I think we've always had a good relationship with Hendrick Motorsports, and that relationship continues to get better every single day. And we just re-signed, for a few years there, so we're pretty happy. And I see our relationship doing nothing but getting better over there.
Is that just engines only, or would you get chassis support?
Thanks for your question, Chris. Appreciate it.
That's everything.
Last question. Anybody else?
Okay. Thanks, everyone.
All right.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
All right.